into our second game of the day. Number 1 seeded Tigers against the number 4 seeded Avengers. That game is going on at 12:30 at River City Christian Academy, 5810 Blanco Road, and of course 78216 for your GPS. Now, Mark, you guys played the Avengers this past weekend. What did you see that you did well? What did you see that you didn't do too well?
Well, Coach, I'm already seeing that we didn't tackle very well. We missed a lot of tackles, and if we miss tackles this week, we're gonna allow. They're a big play team. They need big plays. They don't really they don't manufacture offense consistently. They're a big play, big hit, home run. With number 10, their quarterback. So if we don't tackle him very well, like we didn't do this past week, we could be upset pretty easily, in my opinion.
I mean, well, of course, you're a coach, so you're gonna think that way regardless.
Right, but I mean, we can't miss as many tackles as we missed. The one score that they had, it was a punt block, and then we missed a tackle when the dude actually picked the ball up and ran all the way. So
yeah, I did see that.
Again, in the playoffs, those one plays can flip us. They can flip momentum. They can
and I
change
think momentum is huge in the playoffs.
We have to tackle better. We have to get more guys there. I was missing about 6-7 guys.
I was surprised you were looking kind of thin on your bench.
We were looking thin. Part of it was planned. Part of it wasn't planned. A couple of late guys that couldn't show for the game. We had a big injury. Gil, our linebacker. I don't know if he'll be able to play this week. Hurt his knee. That's a big factor also. So what we did well, we played. And the guys pretty much at one point I had my whole offensive line and defensive line. The guys, they played, they had fun. We almost avoided the whole game without major injury. But I told the guys afterwards, I expect more.
Yeah.
So we're just not we're not in this for the first round. We're not in this for, what we're here to do. So
you guys are a championship team, and I think you guys know when the playoffs come, it's time to ratchet up a little bit.
And I think it's almost like the Heat or we're kind of bored with the regular season. Once we knew we were in, it's kind of But now this is turn-up time. This is
where you play to get to.
Yeah, this is everything that we've done. Like I said, not going undefeated is not a goal, but it's nice. It's nice to have under your belt. But we got to do better. We got to play better.
I definitely think the Avengers have to play better as well. One thing that may prevent them from moving on to the championship game and at least having a chance to beat you guys is their quarterback. I know the quarterback suffered a pretty significant injury this past week.
Really?
Yeah, he hurt his ankle.
Didn't he come back and play?
He did, but talking to some of the guys after the game and talking to their coach, he may be out for this game, depending on how severe the injury is. So
you never know.
They might have a new quarterback.
They kind of they have new players every week on what I'll be looking at.
Oh yeah. But I definitely think they need to do more on defense. You guys had your way pretty much the whole game, and turnovers really hurt the Avengers early. They got the turnover, the first series of the game, I believe it was?
Very first play of their offense, yeah.
Okay, so, turnovers, if you turn the ball over in a playoff game and needing those possessions, I think that's really going to hurt them in the long run. And go ahead.
Well, I assume number 10 will play quarterback. That's their biggest playmaker, so that obviously helps us. So he's not getting thrown the ball to. He's traveling, but it also has to be aware that now he has the ball in his hands every play. And we did a really good job of funneling him. We rushed with purpose is what I like to call it. Where we're getting up the field, but yet we're not getting too far up the field, so where we're leaving these running lanes. We did a bad job of that against the Bucks. with that young quarterback. We got up the field too far, and it just opens these gaps that the bigger gaps that my linebackers have to fill. So we did a really good job of rushing with purpose. Vince is obviously a beast. Dog in the middle, he's just eating up that middle, man. And then Jonathan Werther played a really good game. He played defensive end and corner. So that shows you the versatility that we have there. So if Chance can play quarterback, he can throw the ball too. He doesn't throw a lot, but he can throw the ball. I've seen it on film where he can throw the ball. So,
yeah, he can definitely chunk it down the field.
We're gonna have to just make sure that we don't get too overconfident.
That was gonna be my next question. With you guys beating them the way you did, as easily as you did this past Sunday, what do you got to do to keep your guys from looking ahead to saying, "Oh, well, this team we beat them last week, so we really don't have to play that hard against them, or bring our A game. We can bring our C or B game and still beat these guys."
Well, that's my job. That's why I get paid the big bucks, right?
True.
I don't do a lot of scheming this year, especially because obviously in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have the pulse of my team, I believe. And that was the big speech I gave after practice, after the game. Sorry, I didn't mean that like that. In the Bible it says pride comes before the fall. Mm-hmm. If you're too prideful, God will humble you. So we understand what our goal is, but at the same time we understand the process. We have to go through the process. You can't cheat the process. Mm-hmm. You can't overlook steps, and that's in life, and that's why I love football. So we understand that. We're on the same page with that, and this is a new season. Anything can happen any given Sunday, So we'll come. We'll prepare. We'll break down film. We'll see what we can get better at. We'll see where we can stop them, and then we'll put it together.
Can you give me a score?
Nah, only God can give you a score. I don't.
We talked about this last. I thought this was supposed to be the more vocal Mark.
I can tell you we're gonna win, but I can't tell you the score.
Give me a score differential.
Score differential. We'll just say we'll say 20-12.
20-12. Okay, I can take that. That's reasonable. That's within a score.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Again, those games are going on at River City Christian Academy. That game is taking place at 12:30, 5810 Blanco Road. And Marcel sent his pick in as well, and he's picking
the Avengers.
You know what? I could juice him since he's not here and just throw it out there that he's picking the Avengers, but I'm not gonna do him like that. I'm gonna go ahead and give his real pick, which he is picking you guys, and I'm picking the Bucks and also you guys. So we expect you and the Bucks to be in the championship. I expect it to be a great game. I expect these games to be pretty good games, but I definitely want to see that first game be more competitive than what it was this past Sunday. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break, and we have a Tigers interview coming up here in just a minute. So we'll take a break. We'll be back here.